Wow, you paint all these by yourself? That's crazy. You should probably charge a little more for those. You know, charge what you're worth. Oh, hey everybody. Welcome back to Monster Hunter Rise. Today we're joined by Cerberus and a Bat Cat. And today we're going to continue doing some hunts. We're going to complete the 5-star key quests today. But I'm decked out in some slightly different armor and a new weapon that we're going to be taking a look at here in a second. So right off the bat, I have the Axe Lion Blade, which is made from Rathalos parts, and this is a charge blade, which we'll be going over with very soon. And I'm also using the black belt stuff from before. I also changed my pedal ace at one point. This one gives more attack up, so we'll see how that works. But yeah, so without any further ado, let's over to the training area, and I'll show you how this very complicated weapon works. Okay, so by default, um, Charge Blade is probably the most complicated weapon in the game. It was not after, it was before, the Insect Glaive, but I feel like the Insect Glaive is a little easier to understand compared to this guy. But basically, to start off, you're using a big chunky sword and shield, and at first glance, it's similar enough. You can block, you can do, some basic slashes, you can charge up and do really strong hits, but you're not really using the shield to attack at all. However, um, should you shield and hit X, you combine both into a big axe. It's not the switch axe, it's just a normal axe, and you get big sweeping attacks that are, decently strong. And then you can swap back as you go. But where the gimmick kind of falls in for this compared to switch axe, as you attack in sword form, you start building up files. So you see those little white containers kind of right next to this sword and shield icon we have. Went from white to yellow, and now they're red. So we're building up power in our sword. If I keep attacking, suddenly my attacks are bouncing off. Excuse me. So we have too much power charged into our sword. So you have to offset that power into the shield. So we hold down shield and hit A, and then boom, we have access to, we have now filled all those files up. And if we go to axe form, that will actually empower our A attacks in axe form, and we can do elemental discharges. And then we can do the amped element discharge, so we do a lot of damage that way. But there's a little more to it than that, so I'll do my best to try to show some of this stuff off here. So let's build this up all the way first. So if you have, well actually, here, I may as well show it off. So we can just do the amped discharge by default, just hit both buttons at the same time. But we can do, oh wait, we switch back. We can do like a basic combo kind of like this, and just kind of keep bouncing back and forth between the different axe attacks and just use up our files this way. And, alright, so now we're completely empty, right? So if we try and do it without any energy, we just do a weaker attack, like a much weaker attack. So if I build up energy again, we can usually just kind of charge up here, and we get yellow, and that gives us 3. But red will give us the full 5. So that's one thing to keep in mind. But the big thing here, if we switch over here, if I go to do element discharge and then shield, I do the round slash instead, which has now powered my shield up. So my attacks are now stronger in this form by default, but it also makes our shield way better. So I can actually like block stuff more effectively. I won't have to really worry about much. We're also building up way more meter. And then if I charge again and hold down the X button, actually I have to time it correctly. And then boom, suddenly my sword is now empowered. So now both are super powerful, and you can just do more damage over time. And also, when your shield is charged, I think it's just the shield, You can do the Ultra Element Discharge instead, which does a ton of damage, but uses up all of your files. But you're building them up so much faster than normal. So that's kind of like the rub here, is you're constantly attacking, storing power, sometimes charging down all the way to get the most out of it. And it ends up being a lot. And then I think any 2 A attacks in a row, you'll do like the big elemental discharge, do tons of damage. And these buffs actually last for quite a while. The sword one's going out first, even though we got it last. But it lasts for a fair bit, but it's a lot to keep track of. So here, let me while the shield is still active here, let me just double check something quick. So I'm pretty sure we can still do the big element discharge. Yeah, you'll still do it with just the shield, but having the sword powered up is nice. I think having the sword powered up is like new for this game. So that's like the basics. Let me double check. I don't remember what the switch skill is on this. Okay, so by default we have the condensed element slash, which is kind of just how we build up the sword. But we can change that to instead the condensed spinning slash. So that changes up how this is going to work. So a lot of people call this the pizza cutter, and you'll see why in a second here. So let's build up some energy and get our files back here quick. Okay, we'll charge that up, and I want to make sure I can charge up again here. Yeah, A attacks seem to build up more meter, especially the charged attack. So we do this, hold down, and now we can start doing a bunch of slashes with our shield, which I think might also affects the element discharges. And it just ends up being a really kind of fun way to do it, but you're basically sacrificing the ability to supercharge your sword. So, for a lot of people, they would say it's a pretty good trade-off. And you end up doing a lot of damage this way, depending on what the element that your weapon is. You do a lot more hits of it here. Like, this is a fire weapon, so we're doing way more fire damage. Of course, I'm hitting the legs, which doesn't really help. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. And then for our silk binds here, morphing advance is like a big like armored attack that sends us forward. Let me get a little more distance here. And then you can cancel that into a spinning slash as well. Which I guess that's just kind of I don't know why they put you in the thing. It might be, I don't know if it's a counter or not, or if there's something I'm supposed to be doing. But it puts you right in the sword or the axe form, so you can do that, I guess, as a way to switch as well. And then with A, instead we do counter peak performance, which will fill our files up all the way if we block an attack, which I don't think I can really show off here. So it's a lot going into this weapon. I mean, on the face of it, it's just, hey, hit stuff and build up power and then just dump it in the shield. But it's a lot to keep constantly track of. But it's an interesting weapon. It is a little weird to me that it's another sword and shield, and it's also just like the switch axe. Like, I don't think it's the most unique weapon in the game compared to everything else that feels really distinct. I guess like you can look at this like the lance and gun lance, which are very similar, but it's interesting. But today we're going to try our hand at using this on one of the more, I think, beloved monsters that I think was introduced, I want to say in 3, I think. I'll have to double check at some point. I'll probably just put it in the description or whatever. But I'll meet you over at Steelworks and we can see what our mission is today. Okay, so, you know what, lay it on me. So we only have 2 key quests left, and we're gonna hunt Zinogre. Sorry, Anjanath, you'll have to be the follow-up video. The electrifying epiphany. We're gonna have to take this guy on. So I'm gonna suit up, and I'll meet you at the Shrine Ruins.
Look upon its prowess, its movement full of spark. Its claws cut through the silence, its fangs bite through the dark. Gaze upon perfection, thunder given form. Either knock its lights out, or die fighting the storm.
The Lord of Lightning, Zinogre. Well then. It's a pretty cool looking monster, I gotta say. Yeah, I want to say it was in Monster Hunter 3, one of the versions maybe, or possibly some other like side game that I don't recall. I'm not the most well versed on Monster Hunter and what came from where. I am sorry to say. I did run into this guy on a separate mission, so that's why he's not a question mark. Just so we're clear. But yeah, he's an interesting one. I mean, ogre's in the name, but I don't part. I mean, maybe the armor has a bit of an ogre motif to it. We'd have to look at it later, I guess. But I mean, Raijin is like a thunder god is probably one of the inspirations here. It's an interesting kind of beast. I think it's a beast wyvern. I believe that's the classification. But he's all the way up there. We have Anjanath in here too, so we might end up using Anjanath to help us out, which would be kind of cool. Yeah, well, sure, why not? We'll get this guy. But yeah, we'll hopefully not have to put up too much more of a fight to get up to him. And I think we'll get the puppet spider that's over here. This is kind of becoming my go-to route. We can get a fire beetle, because why not? Even though I'm going to be doing a lot of fire myself to him. A little extra crystal never hurt anybody either. Well, Earth crystal I probably have more than enough. In fact, we might just use the puppet spider and just get Anjanath. Well, actually, no. They look pretty close to there. They actually might start fighting by the time we get there. So maybe I'll hold on to that, and we'll see what we can do. If I'm lucky, I can just have, one of them follow me. I know there is a stink mink, like right above here too. I think. Hey, Anjanath. Ow, that's kind of funny. Can you follow me? Follow me, and I can lead you to a better target. Or is he just gonna not follow? He might not follow. Well, okay, we'll fight you instead. Hey, Zinogre. Okay. The game wants to show me up today, I guess. Okay, where? Oh, so I guess you're gonna fight Rogi instead. Okay, whatever. So long as one of you fights. Let's catch up to this if we can. Okay, you two fight each other. Come on, man. Are you serious? Whatever. This is so stupid. Fight! Thank you. It's so dumb that you just are not aggro. Okay. I didn't mean to get that extra water bug. Okay, well, I guess we can poison him first. That works out. The camera is not helpful. Well, that was not the best. Did that not actually hit him? Is Anjanath here too? What is going on, people? Whatever. Okay, Anjanath, if you want to help out, that's cool too, I guess. Alright, we'll try and chomp away at that juicy tail here in a second. Okay, or not. This is not going the way that I thought it was. We're going to do a lot of damage to Zinogre right away here. We may as well hit Anjanath a few times, though. Get some of his parts. And we can kind of get an idea of what Zinogre can do. A lot of lightning-based moves. Let's just do this now, though. I don't want to get too carried away. Poor Zinogre getting hit pretty hard here without even getting much of a chance to do anything. let's just do the Punisher. I could probably get a little more damage out of this, but I'm afraid that he's going to get away. Well, that looks a little awkward. And then I would love to just get that juicy, juicy tail. Yeah, I'd run away too after all of that. Alright, well, we got a lot of Anjanath stuff on screen, so that's nice. We should get some Zinogre stuff as well, which I did pick up a shell or two, maybe. Oh, you're just right here. Okay, well, that works too. Yeah, you can think about what you did. So, Zinogre, you know, he's got that big old tail. How did that miss? So you'll see he's building up power as he, ooh, you're able to block that. He builds up power as he attacks, which, helps him out a fair bit here. Ooh, I'm getting knocked all over the place here. Yeah, he likes to run around. He's going to start charging up here in a minute. Or at least he will if we don't break the horn. Ow. Okay, we need to heal a little bit. We're starting to lose some health here. And yeah, he likes doing... Ooh, I was not expecting that to move that way. That's a very weird projectile. We have Thunder Blight now, so that kind of sucks. We're going to get stunned a lot more easily. Ooh, I don't know how I dodged that, but I'll take it. What are we looking at here? Oh yeah, give me that Thunder Blight off of me. Ow. I was trying... The camera is really not agreeing with me today. I was doing some stuff off screen. It was really annoying. Okay, well now he's going to go into his powered up form, I think. I don't think I have much of a choice. Come on now. Okay, well we didn't get to do much of the pizza cutter, unfortunately. But that's fine. We can just kind of do this and hopefully get the amped element discharge. Boom! You get a lot of damage off that way. That's pretty good. I'm kind of hoping we can show off his core gimmick here, but he's kind of getting rocked. But basically his rage is gonna make him a lot stronger here if he can actually get it off. Yeah, okay, now he's running for real. Or wait, what are you doing? Why don't you run? Do you not know how to run? This is very strange. Oh, I thought he was gonna attack me instead of just standing there. Okay, now you're running? What do we... Okay, yeah, now he's running away. That's very strange behavior. I guess we hit him a little too hard. He's a little battered. We have all these things we should be using. Well, I guess I'm not going to use that puppet spider now, because everything's been ridden at least once. Here, I think we'll try the mud beetle to make some of his parts a little more tender, like that tail. And we'll kind of go from there. I don't like fighting near all of these buildings, but it is what it is, I guess. Stupid Bullfango. I hate these stupid things. What is happening? Alright, let's... Oh my god, these stupid guys. I guess it's for the best, though, because he's gonna... I need him to do his cool thing, if he's ever gonna get the chance. Okay. You're gonna run. What are you doing? Okay, we'll Fire Blight him. We can Thunder Blight him too, which we'll probably wait. He'll transform eventually if it ever actually happens. But I'm afraid we might be too good. Oh yeah, we get like guard points on some of our moves here. Thanks, Chloe. I appreciate you defending me. Okay, you're not. There we go. I should be able to actually. So with Thunder Blight, we can knock him out a little more easily if we hit the head even with like cutting attacks like that. So he is stunned for a minute. See if we can get this tail. There we go. Simple enough. Man, I really feel bad. I should just show off the hub versions of these quests because he is sadly not. Well, that's not what I wanted at all. Is he? I'm a little concerned he's not going to actually get his crazy. There we go. We got full files from that. Okay, pizza cutter time. Pizza cutter. Oh no. All right. Escargot, save me. No, I'm gonna sharpen while we're here. Oh wait, or not. Are you running away? No, you are not. You did not like the audacity. All right, I want to do this into the power up state. Okay, pizza cutter. No. Well, I'm not gonna do it now when I go away. Are you gonna leave? Oh, he's going a long ways away into that cave that I'm not allowed to follow. Well, this is going pretty well, I think. And we got the tail. Okay, cool. So far, getting some pretty good carves. So we'll follow him down as he goes the long way. I guess I should probably eat something too. I'm starting to lose my stamina. Zinogre is interesting, but I guess we might not get to quite see him let loose because of how much we rocked him at the start. He powers up and gets very scary if you let him, but I guess his health is just too low in Village to really do much of it. Okay, what are you doing? Why are you running there now? Bam, bam, bam. I know we broke his horn. Oh, yeah, he is can't. Okay, we got one hit of that at least. Ow. Okay, I didn't want to wirefall to him, but okay. He does still hit pretty hard though. And I guess that is the strategy, is just don't let him transform if you can, but the health values being so low definitely put that in our favor a bit. Maybe I should just let him do it. There we go. Okay, he's just gonna start running. We didn't quite get the pizza cutter. There we go. So now he's in his like super powered form, and he'll start doing a lot more attacks. He looks really cool, but he's getting stunned so much. Like I question whether or not he's gonna actually. I question if he's gonna actually get to do much. Ooh, yeah, now he can summon lightning down, which is pretty cool. Alright, we're gonna get our health horn here in a second. Thank you, Baby Bean. Whoa. Okay, well, that was... that was just me playing with my food. We got a full war bug. That's a thing we need for stuff. Wow, I feel kind of bad. Like, I just kind of went through... Oh, we got a plate immediately from a carve? Okay. You know what? I'll take that. I can't complain at all. Again, the village quests severely downplay how strong these guys can be. It wasn't so bad at first, but I feel like now a lot of these guys are not getting a chance to do much. Zinogre is beloved though because he is a tough fight because his rage mode is so distinct. You know, his attacks have way more range. He starts doing like he's more aggressive. He's just a real hassle if you let him power up, which you probably can't reliably keep him from doing when you first fight him. So It's a little bit of a shame. It's a little anticlimactic, I guess, but it's not so bad. Okay, what do we get? What else did we get? A bunch of shells, which I got a plate, so I can't complain much. And we managed to break his foreleg and his horn, so we got a horn and claw. That's not so bad. And we got a nose bone from from our buddies there. That's nice. Well, that's cool. Pretty short and sweet. We probably could have finished that a few minutes earlier, but I was actively just letting him try and do something. Uh-oh, big news. Almudron was spotted in the shrine ruins. Uh-oh, not the rampage again. Well then, I gotta take it down. Get to it. And the Meowsnaries are back even, hooray. Well, let's see what this urgent is all about.
It's a good day for a hunt.
It's a real stick in the mud, oh man.
Be sure to check the special
Okay.
as well.
Thank you. Let's get more optionals quick. We're gonna ride eventually. So Elmudron is our next major target of 6-star quests. I like this guy a lot, or more specifically, I like the weapons and armor you can get from him. But you know how we do it by now. We still gotta hunt Anjanath, just to say enough of that, and then I can do this one off screen as well. But yeah, so next time we will take care of the big T-Rex with the fins on his back. And then we'll take on Almudron, I think. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's take a look at what we got from this. So first of all, for the Zinogre armor. Yeah, it looks a little more like Oni or Ogre-esque. It looks pretty cool. Which, hey, I think I've mentioned it before. Usushi actually has some Zinogre armor on him. So clearly he is well versed in hunting them. We get latent power, critical eye, and constitution. So this is... increase critical when you have less than... Wait.
Some hunters literally take hours.
Okay, I don't know what the conditions are supposed to be for this. It just says when active, but it's not really saying what you have to do to get it. But okay, we get more affinity and then constitution. So this is supposed to help us with critical stuff and stamina. So maybe something like dual blades would work really well here. Looks pretty cool, but we missed out. We need to get more horns and electro sacks, which we can get from a few different things actually, if we wanted the full set, which I really don't, honestly. But hey, we got a plate, so that's nice. So we could make that chest piece if we wanted right away. Weapon wise, I think you can get a Zinogre. Yeah, we could get a Zinogre charge blade if we wanted. Well, we need more shockers, but so that's an option as well. That's pretty strong. That's comparable to what we have right now. I think we might have a switch axe as well, or not. I guess that would maybe be a little too... Oh no, it's right there. Which looks a bit less interesting, I think, actually, honestly. And so on and so forth. Like, let's see, yeah, dual blades. We can make a dual blade as well, which, you know, that would work out pretty well. Pretty solid attack for that type of weapon, too. And so on and so forth. And then real quick, the buddy stuff, as we do. So, that's pretty cute. It's about what I would expect. And then the dog, which I know I could have just hit the minus button, I always forget. And the dog is a little more, you know, no face covering, but you got the horns on the top, which, you know, it's cool. Not a bad choice, I suppose. You'll notice I got the Nargacuga weapon on the dog because I don't have enough to get the full Death Stench stuff. But, where is it? There we go. I would need more of the Sinister Claws, in case you were wondering. That's pretty cool. And then I guess we can check our notes to kind of close this out. What else am I forgetting about this guy? He's a fanged wyvern. I guess that's technically different than a beast wyvern. And yeah, they boost up their power by gathering those thunder bugs. That's, I guess, like the electric aura that it gets. Okay, in their supercharged states, they're not only different attack patterns become faster, hit harder, gain immunity to shock traps. But if you can stagger them, you can knock them out of it. So yeah, so shock traps are just no-go for Zinogre if he's powered up, which, again, just in general, if it's an electric monster, you should probably go for a pitfall trap instead. He is completely immune to paralysis, but gets hit by Ice Blight and Blast pretty badly. And then as far as what we can get for him, or wait, as far as like damage goes, I guess ice is his big weakness, but fire isn't too far behind, and we had a fire weapon, so that worked out well for us. Yeah, we got everything from him. So the plate, yeah, that's a two. That was a 3% chance on that carve. So that's extremely lucky. And there's this thing in Monster Hunter called the desire sensor, right? Where the more you want something, the harder it is to actually get it, and when you don't care about something, that's when you get it, like, immediately. So that is how it is, unfortunately. I guess we can end it here. Zinogre is a cool monster. Again, Village is babying him a bit. We'll probably fight him at some point again. At some, maybe we can see his full power down the line. But to start off, that's a pretty solid electric monster under our belt. We'll take care of Anjanath next time, and then we can worry about Almudron after that. So I'm going to prepare for that, and I will see you all very soon. Let's leave with another pose. I feel like dancing. I don't know what some of these... There, oh, that's perfect. There we go. I've been taken by the spirit of dance, so I'll see you all next time.